What's up, everyone? This is the Next Tape Podcast, episode 158 with Mikel
and Tanyka.
where we have conversation on different topics. So, uh, this is our special three-topic episode, and Tanika will provide us with the three topics of this episode, everyone.
So we're going to be talking about Alberta takes teacher union labor board, or there's something going on with the teacher labor board over there. So we'll be talking about that. Payday lender is apparently going to be refunding a lot of money for alleged violations. And Ontarians won't be able to get blue boxes through the city. So we'll talk about that as well.
Interesting. Okay.
Yep. Okay, so let's head to the first topic. So, a payday lender with branches across BC has agreed to refund $547,000 to about 2,800 customers following an investigation into alleged consumer protection law violations. Consumer Protection BC, which regulates the payday lending industry, said in a statement that Cash Money allegedly broke the law in its loan agreements. Great. The agreements, it explained, asked for payment before a borrower got their income from work or other sources, and sometimes gave borrowers less time than legally required to pay back their loans. Because obviously, if anyone who knows, I mean, I haven't really used payday loans. My boyfriend has, though. But you go and get a payday loan, and you don't have to usually pay that back until you get paid. That's how it works.
Yeah, I don't.
I've never done it.
Yeah, I never done it either. I
No.
would.
My boyfriend has done it, even as recently as a few months back, but in order to help make our rent payment, and I'm like, it doesn't make any sense because you have to pay that back to them, and then you have to pay that back to them, and then you can't help with the next, installment for the rent because we split it between our pays. It
Yeah,
makes no sense. It's completely dumb. So I'm like, don't
yeah.
bother.
The interest is pretty high on that too. So
Yeah, it's not worth it.
yeah.
I
So
literally told him to forget it. Stupid.
yeah.
But of course, I know people will have to do that for emergency purposes. I'm
Oh
just
yeah.
saying, in
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
situation with him, it was like, please don't.
Yeah.
So anyone else is like, totally get why you have to
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah. Like business. If you have a business, okay to do it.
Not
If
even
you
just that, there's personal reasons, right? If you have
that
like
too. Another thing
bills that need
too.
to be paid or
Yeah.
whatever,
That too. That too.
I get that.
Um. Yeah. So.
Um, so the regulator said Cash Money entered into an agreement to fix the contracts and has issued refund checks for over 5,600 non-compliant payday loans issued between June 1st, 2023 and July 20th, 2025. A spokesperson for Consumer Protection BC said the checks should be in the hands of consumers by now. Some people, like those who have changed addresses, may need to follow up with the lender. The regulator said it is inspecting other payday lenders for similar violations. It notes that in BC, a payday loan can be up to $1,500. It is a short-term option with high fees, and lenders can charge up to $14 for every $100 borrowed, including all interest and fees. We often see under-resourced consumers using these loans because they don't require a credit check. Unfortunately, a lot of people get caught up in a dangerous borrowing cycle and find themselves going deeper and deeper into debt. And this was said by spokesperson Louise Hartland in a statement. We're seeing more people who live in BC taking out these loans. Last year alone, 122,901 people took out a payday loan, borrowing approximately $364 million in total. That's an increase of 11% since 2023. Do you want to know why that's happening? Because people can't make it from paycheck to paycheck. It's
Right.
just so hard right now. That's why people are doing it.
Yeah. 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 A lot of situations that involves that. So,
Yeah, yeah. CBC News has requested an interview with Cash Money, but the company had not responded at time of the publication, and they probably weren't going to anyways.
mhm,
But that is that. Let's move
mhm.
on to the next topic. Um, so by next year, Ontarians will notice some changes in the Blue Box program, responsible for collecting their recycling, and some have already seen the shift.
I heard about this. Yeah.
I haven't heard a thing, so that's besides going through this article, which I don't
Mhm.
remember what it said. So here we go.
Yeah.
As of January 1st, 2026, Blue Box collection and program operations will transfer over to the producers of recycling products and packaging. It's part of legislation passed by the Ontario government in 2016 that the province says is aimed at transitioning costs of the Blue Box program away from municipal taxpayers.
Mhm.
The transfers will be effective for the entire province as of January 1st, but some municipalities, including Guelph, Hamilton, and parts of Toronto, began making the shift as far back as 2023. Hamilton switched over in April of this year, handing responsibility to circular materials, while Guelph transitioned in January to Waste Management of Canada Corporation, which is
Oh,
contracted by Circular.
hold on. Can I have a little bit of rant here?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
The garbage truck guys out there. I
Oh my god, oh my
understand.
god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. What are you gonna say? Please go ahead.
I understand your job is hard.
Oh god.
I understand that.
I feel like I know what you're gonna
But
say.
please
I know what you're gonna
stop
say.
throwing
Oh
the
my god.
recycling boxes onto the road and onto the grass. You are damaging it, and then we have to pay or to buy one or complain to the city to get one. I know you can't do that anymore as
Yeah,
of
you
this
can't.
article,
I
but
can tell you that.
we had to now pay for the damn thing. So just put it on the ground or put it together
This is
and
so good.
you
This is
know
my rant as
yeah
well.
yeah
Because like just to kind of say what you said there, that it can damage the boxes. So here's my story. This was in the summer, okay? This was
yeah
only a
yeah
few months back.
yeah
And I put everything out. I can't remember if it was garbage, but doesn't matter.
mhm,
Put the recycle boxes out. I have three of them, right? To be
mhm,
separated with the plastics, the paper, the cardboard. So we have the three.
mhm,
Put it all out. Everything is fine, right?
mhm,
Right.
mhm,
I go back out the next day to bring the boxes in,
mhm.
and I look, and I'm because one of them was a smaller one, and I'm like, what the hell? The thing was broken, was like
Yeah, yeah,
snapped, like,
yeah.
throughout the entire box, and I'm like, "What the hell just happened? Like, this must not like this," and I remember going in back into the house and going to my mom and being like, "So they just broke the recycle box because it
Mhm,
wasn't like that yesterday when I put it out."
mhm.
So, like, they're just flinging it and not thinking about the fact of you can't go like back in the day when you can go to the community center and go pick up recycle boxes for $5 or something. You
Yeah,
can't do that anymore
yeah,
or have
yeah,
replacements because you guys broke it. You can't do that anymore.
yeah.
You know,
I
it's so annoying.
Yeah, and I see I saw last week, this guy was just throwing it, I understand, like, it's
My mom
garbage.
has cussed out, like, not cussed
Yeah,
out, but like has called Ajax, like town of Ajax, and been like, what the hell is wrong with your garbage truck people? Like, I know you're getting paid well,
yeah.
like,
I
can you not?
I know it's the ick,
I
that you're
get
picking
it.
up garbage. I under yeah,
Trust me, I get it. I don't know how they do it.
but you have gloves on. It's like you don't have any
Yeah, you
gloves
don't
on.
yeah,
Just either put it together or put it separately, on the ground.
or put it back where you saw it
Yeah, yeah, so
or how you
mhm,
saw it?
yeah,
It's like, there's no reason for the thing to be like, it's literally happened. We put our stuff on the grass,
Mhm,
right?
mhm,
And there was one time I came home because I was working in the office because our garbage day is on a Friday. I was
mhm,
working in the office on the Friday. I come home and all of the bins all of the bins that were on the grass when I left that morning were just scattered on my
mhm,
driveway. And it's like, I have to pull into my driveway. But no, what I have to do is pull my car and park, come out of my car, move the things off of the driveway so I can bring the car into the driveway. I'm in the middle of the street. Like, y'all need to think about what you're doing.
mhm,
It
mhm.
drives me so nuts. Anyways, anything else you want to rant
Yeah.
about before I go back to the article?
That's basically it.
Okay,
Please, Providence man, please do
do
that.
better.
Please. Yeah, do yeah, please.
Um, So, yeah, parts of Toronto also made the switch in 2023 to circular materials, though the city has continued to provide and manage collection, a service that will end come January 1st.
Mm, mm,
So, what this means for Ontarians. So, under the new collection system, those handling the recycling program will be able to make changes on what is and is not accepted for collection and how materials are collected.
mm,
These companies, known as producer responsibility organizations or PRO, will also be required to inform residents of what changes are made.
mm,
Circular Materials, Rise Solutions, Landbell Canada, and Environ Forces Incorporated are the pros that will operate the new collection system, with Circular responsible for implementing and managing the new pro recycling system for the entire province. In
mm,
addition to changes on the collection, residents will no longer be able to request a new blue box from the municipality they reside in. Once the changes come into place, people will need to either purchase a blue box from a retail store like Canadian Tire, um, such as
mhm,
I say Canadian Tire, but they say such as a major hardware business, or request one from a local blue box distribution center. For example,
wait,
in cities
mhm,
like Guelph, people can
mhm,
contact Waste Management of Canada Corporation, while
mhm,
residents of Hamilton can reach out to GFL Environmental Inc.
mhm,
As the entire province prepares for a transition of its recycling program, some regions are also making preparations or have already implemented changes to their waste collection service.
mhm, mhm,
Peel Region, for example, says it has revised its plans to transfer waste collection services to the cities of Mississauga, Brampton, and Caledon as of October 1st, 2027, which is a year later than the original plan.
mhm,
Peel Region will continue to collaborate with our municipal partners to ensure a seamless transfer of waste collection at the right time without service disruption to the community. This is said by Nando in Kia, and I think that's how you say it, Peel Regional Chair and CEO, in a statement. Halton Region and Waterloo Region say they're also making changes, expanding their cart-based collection that Waterloo says can help reduce injuries for workers and make the process more efficient. Halton began the change in 2023 with about 1,850 homes across 8 areas participating in a demonstration program.
mhm,
This year, Halton's program is being expanded to 18,000 additional homes to receive carts with no changes to their biweekly collection schedule, with remaining households will receive theirs in 2027.
mm,
Waterloo says it also will change to cart-based service for garbage and organics starting March 2026, with residents having had until September 5th to order a small black cart for garbage
mhm,
collection. Green carts will be delivered for organics collection before March, with residents able to trade up or down a size for black garbage carts
mhm,
after using theirs for 6 months, according to the region.
mm.
So
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
that. So
Oh,
depending on where you live, just kind of
mhm.
look into what's going to happen there, which is what I will probably do.
Or you can be cheap like me, go to a Dollarama, buy one there, and
True.
basically, yeah, I have one for the inside, for my inside, just
Oh, yeah.
to throw my recycling,
Mhm.
and then when it's time for recycling day, I go outside, I'm pouring the real ones outside, and then basically take it. I take it near to the curb, So
Mm,
basically, when it's recycling garbage day, so
yeah.
yeah, yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Um, so for the final topic that I
Hmm.
have, um, while it loads, because there we go. Okay. So the headline, Alberta takes teachers union to labor board over accusations of false claims.
Mm,
That is what we're dealing with here. So, the Alberta Teachers Association says the province is delaying and sabotaging the bargaining process after the government announced it has filed a complaint with the Labor Relations Board against the union representing the province's 51,000 teachers. Minister Nate Horner said the complaint is connected with a document that was distributed by the union after it set a strike date of October 6th. The government says the document consisted of false claims, including that Teachers Employer Bargaining Association, TEBA, does not have the mandate to negotiate class complexity, class size, and supports for students. The information in the ATA document is inaccurate, Horner said in a statement. TEBA has been left with no choice but to launch a legal challenge. The Alberta Labor Relations Board received our complaint today asking the ATA and its president, Jason Schilling, to immediately retract their false claims and to stop using Alberta students and families for leverage in a bargaining dispute. Schilling called the province's complaint frivolous. The fact is that government negotiators have consistently stated in bargaining that they lack the mandate, the money, and political authority to address both teachers' concerns about classroom learning conditions and expectations for adequate compensation. To accuse teachers of misleading families is not only false, it is a lie that is deeply insulting to every single one of my colleagues across the province.
mhm,
The ATA's October 6th strike announcement came after talks between the union and the government broke down over wages and working conditions. The government last offered a salary increase of at least 12% over 4 years, as well as a promise to hire 3,000 teachers over 3 years. It has also promised to invest $8.6 billion over 7 years to accelerate new school builds. Premier Danielle Smith has said the ATA has to make a stark choice between heftier pay hikes and more teachers. Schilling said the ATA presented a counteroffer, but the government has not responded to it.
mhm,
Schilling added Smith is presenting a false choice, and it is possible for teachers to have a good salary and good working conditions. He said teachers have only seen a 5.75% salary increase over the last decade, and the last government wage offer didn't keep up the inflation.
mhm,
Teachers are looking for salary increases that keep up with current inflation and reflect the increase in workload that they have, as well as being able to have a salary that will attract and retain teachers
mhm,
within this province. He said the union last met with the province last Friday, or not last Friday, obviously, this is a while back, but they did meet up and there were no new meetings planned. He said the complaint the province announced reflects that it is not serious about reaching an agreement. The government sort the government sort of indicated that they don't want to negotiate further until the complaint has been resolved, which I guess when you're adding the legal stuff into the mix, it just complicates things. But again, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Um, the teachers deserve to be paid so much more. And if
mhm,
we're only having a 5.75 salary increase in the past decade? Like, that's ridiculous.
I agree.
Like, what
I
is
agree.
that?
I agree.
I've gotten more of a raise in the last 8 years
Mhm.
at my job,
Now,
not
does
doing
that
nearly what they do.
yeah. Now, does that vary I don't know if you're talking about the world or does that vary in each province, like in Canada?
So this is strictly Alberta.
Okay,
So that's
so
what's going on in Alberta.
yeah.
So I don't
I
know what's going on when it
hmm,
comes to teachers' unions in the other provinces right now.
right, right.
But for Alberta, yes, that's what's going on.
Mm, hmm. Interesting. Huh.
Yeah.
'Cause I did hear it varies in,
Like the increases, like the salary increase. Oh,
the
yeah.
salary, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. We
teaching.
talked about that too. And
Yeah, yeah.
with, the last well, this probably would have come out before this, well before this one, but
Mhm,
we did talk about that where it's like it varies between provinces, like what the increases are going to look like,
mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And when we start being told that there is going to be a decrease with salary increases next year,
Mhm,
and that also that varies between industries, like it
mhm,
makes you wonder like what that's going to look like for the union, teachers union in Alberta, as a,
mhm,
and when it comes to the union, when you're unionized,
mhm.
you are you're kind of stuck with what the union says is going to happen or what they can
Right,
negotiate for you,
right,
you
right.
know?
Hmm. According to Salary Explorer, a typical teacher in Canada makes around 87,700 a year through the
Wow, damn.
range. Through the range goes from about 41,200 to 139,000,
Mhm.
depending on experience.
Experience, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good. And I know that, like, obviously for teachers here in Canada, it's very different than what it looks like for teachers in the States, where, like, teachers here in Canada are not
Mhm,
really having to take out of their pocket to
mhm,
fund their classrooms. That
mhm,
is not a reality that we have here. Then obviously it happens in the States. So we're fortunate in that sense where it's like
mhm,
that
mhm.
is really going towards, you know, that's going towards their pocket.
Right.
Plus they also get like EI,
Mhm,
during the
mhm,
summer
mhm.
as well, right? So they're always going to be okay in terms of that sense.
Right.
41,000, I mean,
Mm,
and even the
yeah.
low end is not it's not crazy.
Mhm,
I mean,
mhm. Yeah.
if I could have started with 41,000 in
Mhm,
my
mhm,
industry, that would have been great. But,
mhm, mhm.
so that's good.
Yeah.
And I mean, listen, I'll say, like, again, I wanted to be a teacher when I was a kid. I strayed so far from that. But I do have a family member who is a teacher, and I will say,
Mhm.
uh, they're able to have their main house and a cottage. I'm just gonna leave it at that. So at least she is
Right.
paid clearly
So,
paid well along with, I mean, it's a two income household, but,
yeah. Yeah.
um,
So the facts are true though. So yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I don't know how long she's been a teacher, but I'm gonna guess at least 20 years,
Mm.
because she is, around my mom's age, so I would guess about 20 years. So,
Oh,
yeah.
there's a lot of people who just love teaching,
Oh, yeah.
Passing to the knowledge to the young generation is a key thing that people love doing. So
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
There are some
So
teachers who really don't,
yeah, they hate their job and they come
but
with that
it's a job
the
to them.
negative yeah, that
Yeah.
negative energy come
Ugh.
in and just be mean and nasty.
Ugh.
And so like,
The
and then you
stories
have
I
to
could tell about some
yeah,
of the
yeah,
teachers that we've had to deal
yeah,
with.
yeah. You hear those stories, so it's like the abusive the abusive teachers,
Yeah.
the
I
they,
knew someone in high school,
yeah.
I can't remember who it was, it really does not matter, obviously.
Mhm.
But I remember hearing about a teacher, and I wish I could remember her name because I would say it, I don't care,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
she apparently threw a desk at a student, and
Yeah.
there were, like, other things that had happened, and I think that was when I was in grade 9. Like, we were all in grade 9, and, like,
Mhm.
this teacher is throwing a desk or whatever at a grade 9 student,
Mhm.
and, from my understanding, if I remember correctly,
Mhm.
she was fired.
Mhm.
Like, you don't do that.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I mean, again, things have come up about teachers after the fact. Like, I think I've talked about it here. I won't say his name, but I did Spanish in high school in grade 10. And the surreal feeling of hearing your teacher's name in the news
Mhm.
for sexual assault,
Mhm.
what they call, I can't remember the right term for it, but it's like, um, it's basically like sexual assault that happened like years prior, but like I can't remember the terminology that they used. Um, but hearing that he was doing this stuff
Mhm.
to kids my age at that time, because I was either just freshly out of high school when these accusations were like when this thing happened, or I was
Mhm.
still in high school, but just not in his class anymore. Like I would have been like
Right.
grade 12.
Right.
And hearing that this was happening, I'm like, what the hell is going on? Because like I don't understand. As a like when I read that was probably it was a couple years back, I
Mhm.
was very confused. I was
Mhm.
very confused. I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get this. Like, I remember talking to a girl that I was friends with in high school, and she was in
Mhm.
his class with me too. And both of
Right.
us were just like, what is this? Like, how is this happening? And we
Mhm.
were just
Mhm.
none the wiser.
Right.
Um, and his wife, she worked at the school too. She
Mhm.
was my math teacher the year prior.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, okay, so wait, like, you two were married and you were doing this? And I don't know if they're married still.
Yeah.
Um, like, even at the time that these accusations were brought to light, I don't know if they still were. I think someone said that they were, but I don't remember. And I'm just like, and he had kids. Like, how? Ugh. Eh.
Yeah.
Just just to be frank, the mind when you find that out that your teacher was doing that.
Mhm.
I was just, so there's abuse and then there's that.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yep.
that got deep,
It's
guys. I'm sorry.
it's it's okay. Alright. Yeah, it's alright. You know? Yeah, there's weird and there's, nasty, and then there's the positive and,
Oh yeah,
encouraging,
I'll never forget
teachers,
like
so,
my
that's
religion teacher in grade
mhm.
10. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
he changed my life.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
I think he's passed away now, but
Yeah.
that's the other thing. When you have teachers who have passed away, that's another type of what the hell? That's just you can't
Yeah.
fully explain that. I
Yeah.
think I've now experienced 3 of my teachers pass away that I know
Mhm.
of.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure there's another teacher that I think she's no longer
Mhm.
here
Mhm.
either, but
Mhm.
I don't know
Mhm.
that for sure, just a feeling I have. But
Yeah.
I have, like, my grade 1 teacher, she passed away a few years back, and,
Mm.
she taught my mom, she taught my brother,
Mhm.
taught me too, so it's just like she was a part of the family with this, what comes down to it.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing her probably about a year before she passed away.
Mhm.
She was coming off of the GO train as I was coming onto the GO train, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh," and, we talked for a little bit, but,
Yeah.
um, yeah, I mean, she was a great woman, and I'm just
Mhm.
like, I can't believe she's not alive. And then I've had 2 high school teachers pass away.
Mhm.
The religion teacher that I just talked about and, my civics teacher,
Mhm.
he passed away too, and that was whoa, like, that shocked me. That
Mhm.
part too, it's so
Mhm.
weird when teachers start passing away,
Yeah.
but
Yep.
yeah,
I hear you 100%.
yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah. I have one more bonus. I want to try to make this quick. So basically, this bonus topic, according to Edenwell, this is an article. We're gonna. It's based on best cold cereals brands for diabetes.
Hmm,
Um, there's articles made by Katie Shields, and she is a let me just master of science and a registered dietitian nutri-
mhm.
nutritionist. So and then it got reviewed by another uh dietarian named Krista Brown. She's also a registered dietitian, nutritionist as well. So I'm just gonna read this article and then I'm just gonna go down on the cereals that they uh named here. So cold cereal is a quick and convenient breakfast option that can be part of a healthful, diabetes friendly diet. When you know what kind of to buy, our easy to follow guidelines will help you pick the best cold cereal for diabetes and steer clear of overly sugary, highly processed choices. You know those ones that are like, Tony was it the Tony the Tiger?
Like Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes.
Yeah,
That's the mascot on Frosted Flakes, my bad.
yeah. Pretty
Frosted
much like
Flakes.
all of those types of cereals are
Yeah, yeah.
but I don't eat Frosted Flakes anymore, although
Yeah, I don't yeah, I don't
they're so good, but I know I don't eat them anymore.
yeah, they're too sugary. I
Once in a
stopped that.
while, if, you wanna treat yourself, but, like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But yeah, that's gonna kill you quickly. If you're like in your like towards the end of your 20s to your 30s,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
it's
can't
gonna
tell
kill
the
you
last time I ate
quickly.
Frosted Flakes.
It's
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 been a
been like
little bit.
it's been 15 over 15 years for me. So life is just
Oh,
I
good,
had
not that bad for me.
yeah, I stopped. I was
Uh,
like, yeah, this is too sugar for me. I was like, yeah, I gotta
yeah.
stop for some
I
reason.
I would
Um,
say, like, since I was, like, in high school, or maybe even before that, I probably wouldn't eat it consistently, like, I would be like, "I feel
mhm,
for Frosted Flakes," so I'll,
mhm,
like, buy a box or 2, and then I won't buy it again for the longest time. Same thing with
right,
Captain Crunch, I'll do that as well, but I
right,
think I finally liked that, and I can't eat this anymore, not because I didn't want to,
mhm.
but because it hurts the top of your mouth, and I was getting really frustrated with it, I'm like, "I'm done."
Wow,
Like, I can't eat Captain Crunch anymore.
yeah,
I'm so
yeah,
annoyed.
yeah. Yeah, no, I can't. Yeah, yeah. It gets to the point that yeah, that's too much.
Yeah.
Highly processed choices to help maintain steady blood sugar and energy levels all morning here. We share a dietitian approval list of lower sugar cereals full of whole grain, goodness, fiber, and flavor to keep your taste buds happy. So their top recommendations is the old school General
Mills.
Mills, my bad. Mills, original Cheerios.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the original.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, uh,
The reason
they
say
have
we
the
can give those to babies. So
yeah. Or if you guys feel like it's a little too tasteless, put a little,
I can't eat regular Cheerios.
honey in there. You can just put a
Yep.
little honey in there.
What about, is there an issue having Honey Nut Cheerios, or is that still too much sugar?
I think they didn't say honey nut Cheerios.
Okay,
So yeah, that's probably had a little bit too much sugar in there.
maybe.
This one has like a total sugar of 2 grams.
Oh, two
Yeah.
grams per what though? Like per cup?
And
Per this
it
say
just
that.
says added sugar 1 gram, protein 5 gram, total fat 2.5 gram, saturated fat 1 gram,
Mhm.
trans fat 0,
Good, good.
uh, and then sodium 190
That's not
mg.
bad actually. That's pretty
And
good.
yeah, so yeah,
But no
that's
fiber.
fiber. Let's say fiber here. It must say. Oh wait, dietary fiber 4 grams.
Cannot great, but not bad either.
Yeah, yeah. So and then calories 140.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. The next one is Love Roan Original Power O's. Never heard this one.
I've heard of it.
You heard of it?
Yeah, it's one that you can find at like a Healthy
Yeah.
Planet or something like that. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. That's
I've
probably
seen
why I
them.
never seen. That's why I
I never
probably never
had
seen.
them, but like yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so that this one has some similar to Cheerios, but protein 6 gram, total fat 1.5, uh trans fat 0 gram, sodium 100 mgs, calories 130, dietary fiber 4 grams. I think I said total sugar 2 grams and added sugar 0 grams.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what that one has. The other one is Ho- Nature Path Whole Oats. I think I heard about this one because
Yeah. The
Nature
nature
Path
path
Organic.
sounds familiar.
Yeah, Nature Path. Yeah, I've seen this one. So, uh, total sugar 5 gram. I think that's a little more than the other ones, is it? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it
a little
is.
more. Yeah, okay, yeah. Added sugar 4 grams, protein 4 grams, total fat 2 grams, sodium 150, trans fat 0, uh, saturated fat 0 grams, calories 160. I believe they want you to serve size 1 cup. Um, and then the next one is post grape nut flakes.
Post.
Post, yeah, Post. The
Okay.
cereal,
Yeah.
the cereal brand Post.
Mm.
Uh, grape nut flakes.
What's
Uh,
grape nut flakes? Sounds weird. Continue.
yeah, yeah. So basically, total sugar, 7 grams, added sugar, 3 grams, protein, 4 grams, total fat, 2 grams, trans fat, 0 grams, uh, sa- sa- sorry, saturated fat, 0 gram, sodium 200 mgs, and then serving 1 cup. Calories 150, and then dietary fiber 5 grams.
Okay.
Okay, and there's two more left. Um, here's another nature path. Heritage flakes.
Yeah, I've heard of this one.
You heard this one?
Yeah.
So total sugar 5 gram, added sugar 5 grams, protein 5 grams, fat 1.5, saturated fat 0 grams, trans fat 0 grams, sodium 170, calories 160, dietary fiber 7 grams, and a serving 1 cup. Um, The next one is General Mills Total. Total.
Just
You
total?
never, yeah, Total. Yeah,
Like
you
total
never
fiber?
it just says Total.
Okay.
You never seen that one? Have you seen that one?
No, I mean, if it's total fiber, then yes, but I don't know when this was called total. But
Yeah,
continue. I'm pretty sure total fiber is General Mills. But anyways, go ahead.
yeah. So basically added added sugar 5 grams, total sugar 6 grams, dietary fiber 4 grams, calorie 140 grams, fat 1 gram, saturated fat 0 grams, trans fat 0 grams, sodium 190 mgs. So that's basically it. It's just a whole lot of the article. If you want to check that out, check Eat Well. Um, just search Eat Well and the article of the name of the article's best cold cereal brands for diabetes, and hopefully you guys learn a lot from that article. So yeah, my days of I still eat one typical cereal, and I do eat the uh what's it called? That Kellogg's brand of cereal. If I remember, um, I do eat the almonds, those almond cereals
Mm-hmm.
that you see, the ones in like there's a strawberry one, there's a cinnamon one, and then there's an almond one. I usually take the almond box, and they have like a family size and a big size now. So that's the cereal I eat normally. So um yeah, that's a little bit more healthy, but it does have a little sugar here and there on
It's
the
okay
on
to
the side.
have
So,
like a
yeah,
little sugar, especially
yeah,
depending on
yeah.
what the sugar source is,
Yes,
right?
it's better than Frosted Flakes. I will tell you that.
Oh
Because,
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I can't even imagine
yeah,
what that
it's healthier.
actually,
It's a little more healthier. So
yeah.
yeah,
There is another cereal that I want to add to the mix, one that
mm,
I have
mm,
eaten,
mm,
that is actually pretty good.
mm.
It's called Seven Reasons.
Yeah,
It's
yes, my mom is yeah. Go
yeah,
ahead.
it's pretty sure it's organics and you
Mm-hmm.
can I mean, personally, I've gotten it at like Real Canadian Superstore like Wawa's.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been able to find it because you honestly should be able to find it like I don't know frills, but like I've never been able to find it at the no frills, at least in my area. But that's where you can get it, and it's not too bad. I mean, the calorie count's a little higher. It's 230, but saturated fats is 0.5 grams, trans is 0, um, sugars is 5 grams, fiber is 6, carbohydrates is 48 grams.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with that is that can also be converted into sugars.
Right.
But if it's complex carbohydrates, which I think
Mhm,
it's not like white carb, um, it's better for you, obviously, than a white
mhm,
carb.
mhm,
Protein is 7 grams, cholesterol 0, sodium's
mhm,
110,
mhm.
and then obviously like potassium and calcium and irons in the mix there too, and you get a little bit of
Yeah,
fat.
I didn't see any iron here, which is I saw the carbohydrates and everything. So like the 33, 34s, 31s, and 29s and 33s here.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And even just kind of looking at the ingredients here,
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
mean, you have like whole wheat flour, which can turn into sugars because there is always
Yeah.
some trace of white flour in the mix of
Hmm.
that.
Hmm. Hmm.
But there's also organic whole oat flour, organic
Hmm.
wheat bran.
Mhm.
Sugars, which is organic concentrated pear juice, organic malted barley extract, so not like white sugars.
Yeah.
Organic brown rice flour, organic
Mhm.
oat bran, organic corn flour, organic whole wheat sprouts, sea salt, and
Mhm.
that's basically it. And I mean, I'm pretty picky, um, but this is a cereal that I actually heard about while doing like this cool little program through work that we did a couple years back. And that's the first time I ever heard of the cereal. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give that a try. And I did, and I'm like, it's actually pretty good. And now I've got my mom on it too.
Mhm.
So it's it is really it is actually a pretty good cereal. So
Yeah.
I highly recommend that as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I try to
It's
stay away from like the life and but every so often, listen, I need to like I again, like I said, I don't eat a lot of like um I don't eat Frosted Flakes anymore. I don't eat Captain Crunch
yeah.
anymore. I don't eat that stuff
Yeah.
anymore.
No. Yeah. No.
But every so often, if I feel for it, I might get like a Crispix or Life
Mhm.
or the other one I'll get is like
Yeah.
Honey Shreddies. Those are the kind of the only three that I will get. Um if I just want something a little different.
Mhm.
I go back and forth with Honey Shreddy sometimes.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, but Crispix is something I've been eating since I was a kid.
Right.
I just like eating Crispix, don't ask me why. And then
Yeah.
Life, same thing. I've been eating that since I was a kid. It's kind of
Mm.
like a part of my DNA a little bit
Yeah. Yeah.
because
Yeah.
my dad like gets his favorite cereal. So I've kind of like picked up from him.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
yeah, I don't think I'll ever not eat Life
Yeah.
cereal ever in my life. So
Yeah. It's hard to replace some of these, like, food at times. It's really hard. Like,
it is.
yeah. Like, I,
And sometimes it's stubbornness and you don't want to let go. Like,
yeah. Like,
no.
what outside of, cereal, like, and when it comes to, like, juice as well, like,
Yeah, juice
I
is a tough
have to,
one.
yeah, juice is a tough one. I have to now treat that as a treat now. Like, instead of
Yeah,
just simply drinking that every single day, I can't do that. I can't do it. So like, I
yeah.
can't drink that every single day. I
I
have to.
think go
Look.
ahead. No, go ahead.
I drink water.
Yeah.
I drink water every single day. I try to drink lemon water, lemon tea as well. So like, I that's how I replace it. Uh, I know when you drink lemon and lime, I noticed, like, when I did that in the morning, my body feels kind of a little bit tired for some. I don't know when it comes to mixing with the lime, but when it comes to mixing with the lemon, your body feels like great. Maybe because the lime is more of like a uh good for sleep or something like
I
that.
don't
But
know. I've never heard that
or
for lime, but
I know it's like I sleep well with it, right? I go to
mm,
sleep. Yeah,
maybe it's your body. Because I've just never heard
possibly.
like lime so much as like a
Mhm,
thing that make you go to sleep, but
mhm.
um
Maybe, yeah, maybe it's my body because, like, it's
maybe.
just mm,
But
yeah,
yeah, like
but
that's my thing too. Is like juice has always been
mhm, a
a
struggle,
big
yeah.
one for me.
Uh-huh.
Um, and obviously, like, not drinking enough water has always been a thing for me. As I've
Mhm.
gotten older and become an adult, it's like,
Yeah.
man, water tastes great, you know?
Yeah, yeah, it does.
It's a little different than when you were a kid. It's like, I don't wanna
Yeah,
drink
yeah,
water.
yeah, the water. Yeah.
But I've kind of had to retrain my brain a little bit
Mhm,
to instead of drinking juice with my
mhm,
meals, try to
mhm.
drink water. And I think the biggest thing for me too is like pop. That's a big one.
Oh, no,
But
that
I'm
would
trying to like
time.
is trying to find like different ways of substituting that. Like even if
Mhm,
like you're drinking if you have to have a pop, it's like you try to go towards drinking maybe
mhm,
those zero sugar ones. Problem is though with the zero sugar ones, which I have such a
mhm,
huge thing
See,
that I can't transition out of that is
mhm,
because there's
mhm.
aspartame in that. And
Yeah.
I've always been told aspartame is bad for you. So,
Mhm.
but that's kind of like the world that my mom is kind of living. But yeah, it's kind of like the reality that my mom is currently in, and I'm trying to kind of get into a position of where I need to mimic that a little bit. Because like even like this one juice that I kind of drink, I kind of go between the strawberry lemonade one and then apple juice. The strawberry
Yeah.
lemonade one, when I looked at the sugar content of that thing, I'm like, holy sh! It's like
Yeah.
34% or some crazy number like that. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I need to cut back on that,
Yeah.
like a
Mhm.
lot.
Mhm.
So, it's and honestly, like, it is a very sweet tasting juice. It's also a really good juice, but
Yeah. I
it's
had
like,
to.
yeah, you can't do
Yeah.
it.
Oh, another one's Ocean with the
Yeah, I don't drink a lot
cranberry.
of that one.
Yeah, cranberry. My mom said it was like at one point it was good, with more healthy for you. I started drinking that every single every
Yeah.
single time I bought a promotion. I
But it's
cut back
still,
on.
like, not, like,
Yeah.
the best choice either way because there is still
Yes.
sugar in it.
Yeah. Yes.
Um, because I'm not a cranberry girl at all, like, I
Uh-huh.
don't like cranberry juice.
Uh-huh.
Um, I've had to drink cranberry juice when I've had UTIs, and that's torture. Um, but,
Mm-hmm.
like, you can't drink the ocean's cranberry juice because
Mm-hmm.
that's just gonna feed the crap as it is already that's in your body. So
Right.
you can't drink that. But
Mm-hmm.
trust me, the first time I had one, which was, I don't know, like 20 years ago now. I mean, not that not quite that bad, but
Yeah.
I had to go on cranberry juice and the whole bit. And I'm like, I don't want to drink the like pure friggin' cranberry juice with no sugar added. It's just the cranberry juice. There's nothing else about it. It's disgusting. Can I tell you? It's disgusting. So my mom like, "Okay, fine, you could have the oceans instead." And it was a little bit more tolerable, but I also knew it was bad for me during that time. Um,
Mhm.
but that's something you can't do that when you have
Yeah.
UTI. You gotta drink that pure ass cranberry juice that has absolutely no taste, and it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I just don't know how people drink Coke every single day.
Oh,
And
that was my uncle. My uncle drank Coke
that,
every
yeah,
day.
that kills you. That kills
That
you
is so
slowly.
bad for you.
Slowly. Even
Worse
Diet
than any
Coke.
other pop.
Yes.
Those
Slowly.
those pops are worse than any other pop.
Yeah. And that's why people are experiencing back pain, etc., all this type of stuff, heart diseases, etc., all that. That is the
Well,
reason. Go
it's
ahead.
one of the reasons I'll agree to that, but I'm
Yeah.
telling you, in this day and age, it's hard to know what the issue is with that these days.
Mhm.
Because I'll tell you, like, without going into the details, let's just say what my mom went through,
Mhm.
we know what she's currently dealing with.
Mhm.
It ain't because of Coke. It ain't because of that. It's I'll tell you this right now. Honestly, I'll say this as a cautionary tale for people.
Mhm.
Just be fully aware of what
Mhm.
could be happening to your bodies.
Mhm.
The doctors at the hospital were literally saying, um, they have had an increase in the last 5 or so years with people coming in with some form of a heart condition
Mhm.
that they didn't have before. Do you want to know what that reason most likely is?
What is it?
You want to take a guess? What's happened in the last 5 years that we didn't deal with before?
Oh, the
COVID,
COVID. Yeah.
either COVID itself or COVID vaccines,
Mhm.
whichever way you put it.
Mhm.
So, yes, drinking Coke every day can definitely do it for you. But in
Yeah.
this day and age, it's like it's not just the things you're putting into your body in that sense. It's like
Mhm.
the other things that have happened that you're also putting into your body potentially. But
Yeah.
it's a
Oh.
scary thing because, like, if I look at like the two people in my life
Hmm.
who have some form of a weird heart condition,
Hmm.
and I had a situation as well, though my heart just kind of randomly testing out my heart rate. I'm like, oh, it's like right at the bottom level of normal, which is so cool. I'm like,
Hmm.
cool, okay. So I'm good. But I had a weird heart thing too. And it's like the only thing that was different for all three of us was either COVID or the COVID vaccine.
Hmm.
And let's say for one
See,
of them, at least the vaccine, because he did not yet have COVID until 2 years ago. And he's been dealing with his
see,
heart thing for years now since COVID.
see. I don't. Okay, so I don't know what, but see, the doctor when I had my just say the watch, the doctor always tells me, I went to the Ajax hospital and he told me that I have a what's it I had an Amazfit watch, not a Apple Watch. He
Hmm.
said, look at your watch
Hmm.
because it had a heartbeat meter
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
etc.
Hmm.
And I was like, okay. And he told me it was normal. This is after when I had the COVID and the COVID shot and everything. So
Hmm.
my heartbeat was fine. So like I'm not sure, you know, I'm not sure. I'm not saying that, it's because of the COVID vaccines. I'm not saying that, it's because of like, COVID,
Hmm.
but it could be. I'm not sure. So, but like there's a lot of research out there that says like it's not caused by the COVID vaccines. There's a lot
But
of
they
research
can't,
there.
but they're, of course, they're going to say that though, because like I mentioned before, it's like
Hmm. Hmm.
I was being told, do
Hmm.
not take this because you don't know how it is going to affect people with infertility. They did not
Yeah,
know that yet. They
yeah.
didn't know how this was going to affect someone with diabetes, how it was going to affect someone with
Hmm.
other, immunocompromised situations. No one knew what they were doing when they were doing it.
Hmm.
So now, of course, they're not going to say this, that, or the other. But when you have a doctor in a hospital
Hmm.
who is literally saying that the increase of cases of people coming in due to COVID, not COVID, sorry, with heart situations that they weren't dealing with before. I'm sorry, but the common denominator in that, if not the vaccine,
Hmm.
COVID itself, but like I said, like I'll obviously I'm not using names here, so I'll just kind of make this make sense. For me, it was afibrillation. I had a stressful situation
Hmm.
that caused my heart rate to go up really high. It was the highest was 150, I believe, or 160.
Hmm.
That
Hmm.
was my heart rate.
Hmm.
And my heart rate never went back to normal until I just randomly checked it like a couple months ago. And my heart rate was at like 62, I believe, which it's
Were
never
you
been that low.
were you calm or overly nervous, or like were you just like,
During what? When my heart rate went high?
yeah, were you just like,
Afibrillation is brought on by a stressful situation.
yeah, okay,
Afibrillation, yeah, that does happen.
yeah,
So my situation, I was passing a kidney stone, and that's when it happened.
okay.
Um, but
Mm.
to make that make sense, though, my that situation started in I think it was 2022, November 2022. I was dealing with the afibrillation and my heart rate being on the higher end of normal
Mhm.
for years after that. When I had to do my surgery, they have to literally make sure that my AFib is not going to be triggered by the stressful situation of going into a surgery.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So, like, that is something that I had to deal with. Now, my heart rate is back to normal apparently that I didn't know. So I don't have to really worry about that as much
Mhm.
now.
Mhm.
My grandfather, just who's been healthy, hasn't had any crazy situations, nothing. After doing the vaccine, and again, I say this because my grandpa did not have COVID until Christmas of 2023
Uh-huh.
was the first time he had COVID. So he went all of that time with no COVID. Okay.
Mhm.
But my grandpa's been dealing with this weird heart thing after taking the vaccine. No explanation as to why this is happening, where his heart rate is shooting up for no reason.
Hmm.
And they have been investigating it with no explanation as to why this is happening. My
Hmm.
mother was in the hospital for congestive heart failure, and no explanation as to why this happened. First of all, A, did not know this was happening. My mom was most likely dealing with this for months before we knew what was going on. And someone who has never dealt with heart issues before that or anything like that before, all of a sudden is dealing with this and is on all of these flippin' medications for the rest of her life because of what she's dealing with. And my mom said it's funny because when she had to do the vaccine
Mhm.
and her experience of the vaccine, like my experience of the vaccine, the first time was feeling like I had the goddamn virus and I had COVID. Same thing with my brother. That was his reaction to the vaccine as well. We were
Mhm.
sick. My mom's reaction to the COVID vaccine was she said, I felt like I had this hot redness in my chest.
Hmm.
It's very weird. But again, my mom isn't necessarily the healthiest person. I will admit that.
Mm.
Diabetes can also bring on different things as
That's sad.
well. So
No,
that's the other part of it.
no, no,
But
they no, they did say, like, if you have health issues in the past,
mhm.
don't take the COVID vaccine. They did
But
say they did
unfortunately, when you have employers who were mandating it due
yeah,
to the government
that was
mandates,
that was the
that's the
problem.
problem.
Yeah, that was the problem.
So it's like, yeah, my mom went as long as possible
Mhm.
without getting the vaccine.
Mhm.
And she did it because she was out of work. She was going to need to get a job. And at that point in time, people were requiring for the vaccine.
Mm.
So that was my situation. I went forever as well. I did not
That's
want to do the vaccine because of course, I did not know how this thing was going to affect my
mhm.
PCOS.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
let me say, it has affected my PCOS in ways that I did not expect it would.
Mhm.
And like the whole kidney stone situation, even my gallstone that I had. Yes, I have PCOS and this is my reality and has been for years,
Mhm. Mhm.
but
Mhm.
have been very fortunate that I haven't had a lot of major symptoms because of it.
Mhm.
But when I had those things happen,
Mhm.
my naturopath literally said to me, he's like, yeah, you realize that's all because of your PCOS because my body is because certain parts of me doesn't function the way it's supposed to, it
Mhm.
affects these other parts of my body as well. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's all this ricochet effect. And it just makes me wonder, is putting that garbage, I'm just gonna say what it is, garbage into my body without it
Mhm.
being properly tested, could that have affected my PCOS and made me have this ricochet effect that I've had to deal with since
I
2001?
I wouldn't call it see, 2001, 2021. Is it 2021?
2021, sorry,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. I did that.
Yeah,
I
you
did
did that earlier, so now
2004.
I did it.
It's okay. I wouldn't call I think you were forced, and I think the government did a bad I think I don't know. I don't wanna say a
Reason I
bad
call
job.
it garbage is because for
'Cause
those reasons. It wasn't properly tested.
mm,
We don't know what we were putting into our bodies at that time. And we were just told, here's the cure all for
mhm,
something that had only started months prior.
mm,
And it's like, okay, how did you manage to get this thing ready to go that it's safe for us to be taking? And you don't know what this is going to do. There's a reason why they weren't able to come up with a proper vaccine for SARS, for MERS, which are similar strains of COVID. They didn't have that perfected. And SARS has been a part of the zeitgeist since for the past 20 plus years. But they couldn't figure that out. So how am I supposed to trust that you guys figured this out for COVID near, let's say, 3 months after the lockdown started? How am I supposed to believe that you knew what you were doing? And then I'm putting this stuff into my body
mm,
because you're mandating that it has to be done, which means my employer is mandating that it needs to be done in
mm,
order for me to be in the office. And then I don't care. I won't come into the office until this is all gone. But then I'm being told, no, I have to come into the office because my boss has been in the office every day. Not my problem, but here we are. And it's like, okay, no, I'm not going to lose my job or lose the person I work for because I'm not vaccinated. So what do? I'll go get vaccinated. And what has that done for my body? Well,
mm,
it's hard to
mm,
say besides what I do know, which is the kidney stones, the gallstone. Um, so yeah, that's what it's done to my body.
mm,
That's what I know for sure. My
mm,
fertility stuff, I don't know that. That's a unknown, obviously, that I can't really say yay or nay or whatever. But when
mm.
you've been trying for as long as I've been trying, it's hard to not wonder, did I
Um,
screw my body up?
see, I want to think I want to say the government did a bad job, but at the same time, the government didn't know what to do in this situation.
No,
I don't
no, no government did, and
No, no,
I understand that.
I understand 100%.
Yeah, I do get it.
And they did say, if you have health issues, blah blah blah, don't take
But
it.
they were still telling people to take it.
Yeah, and the government was
They were
telling
still telling
what they
people to
should have
take it.
done. What they should have done is, if you have health issues, don't take it. Don't take it at all. But they were
They were forcing
they
everybody.
were forcing everyone, and that was the issue, right? And that was
Yeah.
yeah, a
Because
lot
those
of
are people they were seeing as immunocompromised, and those were the people that
yeah,
needed it the most
yeah,
in their
yeah.
eyes.
So it,
Like when my
you know,
grandfather got the vaccine
mhm,
the first time,
mhm,
and he
mhm,
had such a bad reaction to it.
mhm,
Like it triggered his
mhm,
vertigo really, really, really,
mhm,
really badly.
mhm,
And the heart stuff didn't happen until later on,
mhm.
but the his vertigo was really, really bad.
Yeah,
And they told him, like, "Okay, don't take it, just hold off from taking it." But then, like, after 5 or 6 months, they're like, "Okay, you're good now, you can go take the other one." And it's
yeah,
like, "But
yeah,
you don't." So and of course, my grandfather being my grandfather is gonna go and do it.
yeah,
And I'm just both me and my mother were like, "What are you doing? Why are you doing this?"
yeah.
Like, you're not in the same situation as, like, me and her
Mhm, mhm.
who needs to go and get vaccinated and be able to
Yeah,
go back to work
yeah.
or not
Yeah.
lose our jobs,
You're
you know? He's retired, there's no
yeah, he's
reason.
retired, yeah. That yeah, there's no reason for him to do that. Yeah.
Same thing
I
with my dad, he did the same thing, and I'm just like I told him, I'm like, "Don't you dare get the vaccine," and he did.
may maybe
My dad has MS, but I'm
mhm,
just like, "Don't you dare do it," and he
mhm,
did. But I think the problem with his situation
maybe
was most likely because he has PSWs coming in. So the PSWs don't want to be
oh,
exposed,
okay,
so
I see.
he had to go and get it done. And
Mhm,
I'm just like, "Okay, but then in the meantime, I don't know how this thing is going to affect someone with MS.
Mm,
And my dad pumped that into his body,
mm.
that part like scared the hell out of me because I'm like, I don't know how this is going to affect him.
So it, yeah, yeah,
It's tough, but
yeah. It's a tough situation.
we're talking
Yeah,
about things that we know we can't take back now. We did
yeah,
it,
yeah.
but it's just,
But
yeah.
yeah, I'm more. I understand your situation. I'm just like I feel like I'm more pro when it comes to medicine in general. I'm more pro on that side.
Don't get me twisted.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
am pro-vaccine. Vaccines are important.
yeah.
They are
Yes.
they're necessary.
Yeah, yeah.
But and I'm not even saying that they're like, you know, if there was a better studied COVID vaccination, I'm not going to be like, no, take it. No, of course not. Take it if that's what you want to do. Take it.
Hmm.
But um, I'm just saying, under those circumstances,
Hmm. Hmm.
we did not understand what we were putting into our bodies, and we
Hmm.
were putting this thing into our bodies, not knowing how this was going to affect things. And it's not like the flu vaccination where, you probably won't get the flu.
Hmm.
The COVID vaccination didn't stop you from getting COVID. And they said that it was going to stop you from having like really, really bad COVID.
Hmm.
So listen, not for my first time, I'll tell you that, because the first time I had COVID, I'm like, I'm dying. Like, this is
Hmm.
ridiculous. It was really, really bad. But the more I got, like,
Yeah.
I've had it, I think I've had it twice. The second time I had it was a breeze. I'm like, I'm fine. The only thing is I blew a lot like I did the first time, but
Hmm. Hmm.
I
Hmm.
didn't feel like I was death knocking on death's door.
Yeah. Yeah.
COVID sucked
Yeah.
so bad.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, no, like for me, I take the flu shot every single year. I take
yeah,
it
I don't
every
believe in
single.
the flu shot.
I understand people don't believe it. My mom doesn't believe it, but like
Oh, really?
yeah, my mom doesn't believe it.
That's
I
interesting that your mom doesn't, but then
doesn't
you
because
do it though.
she's not. Yeah, I do because I have a little bit different views than each.
No,
Love my mom,
understood.
but yeah, but I have
Understood.
different views in terms of vaccine because it does work. Does work for a second? It does. It does.
Yeah, for
It
a
just
second, because
prevents
did
you.
you not have the flu last year?
So I yeah. So when there was I tried to do a test right during I think it was like a few years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I told myself I'm not going to take the flu shot.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I'm not going to take the flu shot. This I'm going to try something. Didn't take the flu shot. Got sick back to back.
But I wonder
Mhm.
if it's because your body is used to the COVID vaccination
Mhm.
at this point. So then when
Mhm.
you're not doing the flu vaccination,
Mhm.
your body is
Mhm.
just not
Mhm.
able to fight.
Mhm.
Because the thing is, it's like if the whole,
Mhm.
I've never had the flu. I'll just say
Yeah.
that straight up right now. I've never had the flu. The
Mhm.
sickest I have ever been was when I had COVID for the first time.
Mm.
And I've had like sinus
Mhm.
colds and that kind of thing, but
Right.
that's the worst I've ever had. I've never had the flu.
Mhm.
Um, Now I was a sickly ass child, I will tell you, or
Mhm.
my mother
Mhm.
would tell you. I was very
Mhm.
sick.
Mhm.
But I built my immune system. And my immune system is, I must brag, is pretty good compared
Yeah.
to what it was when I was a
Yeah.
child.
Yeah.
And you build up to that, right?
Mhm.
And I think for me, because I've just not taken stuff like that,
Mhm.
whereas like my body is just naturally able to fight that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas I think for you,
Mhm.
you have put the flu shot into your body. So when
Mhm.
you're not doing that, and you're supposed to do it every year, when you're not doing it,
Mhm.
your body is maybe just not capable of fighting off certain
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
because you don't have the vaccine in your system anymore.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that makes sense to me why you would have gotten sick.
Yeah.
But I honestly would advise people who haven't taken it, don't start now. Because
Yeah.
if you're doing good and you're not getting sick like that,
Mhm.
don't start now.
Mhm.
Because your body is fighting what it needs to fight. you start taking that, and then your body is like,
Mhm.
it's like your body needs it
Yeah.
in order to fight certain things.
Mhm.
So that I get. But
I
I'm
do
with your
think yeah.
mom. I don't.
Yeah.
My family does not
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've been, like, in
I wonder if
school,
it's a
like
Jamaican thing.
yeah, it's a Jamaican thing. It's
Definitely a
just
Jamaican thing. Jamaicans believe in using bay rum
Mhm. Mhm.
and natural things.
Sugar, my
We
mom
we
oh, go
don't
ahead.
believe in putting stuff in our bodies.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not as
it
extreme as that, but
but
yeah.
they believe in sugar. That's for sure. They believe like over tea, and my mom makes it the
We never did
sweetest.
that. We never
Oh
did
my!
that.
I
We never
remember
did that, yeah.
sweetest. I couldn't take it anymore.
No, 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 no. I
It
never
made
did
me
that.
barf every time we drank that. It made me barf. I had to stop and resubstitute that with tea now, right?
Yeah, just regular tea.
That was
That's
like
what I
10. I was
did.
10. Yeah,
That's a
that's
Jamaican thing too, is
yeah,
drinking tea because we're taking it
yeah,
from the British roots, right?
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
that's what we did. We just
I
drink
started.
regular tea,
Yeah, I
not
started.
Ovaltine. No, 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 no.
That was like 15 years. 10, I stopped drinking that 10 to 15 years ago. Like
Yeah.
the over.
I feel like I've
I
had
can't.
Ovaltine a couple times,
Yeah.
but that's it.
Yeah,
No, it's
yeah,
always tea. It's just
yeah,
regular tea.
no, it's just made it too sweet. And then she realized when she went to the doctor, I was like, you gotta stop, drinking the sugar, drinking the sugar and all that stuff. And that was the whole tea was sugar,
Yeah, it's
basically.
pure
That was
sugar.
just yeah, pure sugar.
Listen, listen,
So
listen.
she
Let me tell you
stopped.
something.
Yeah.
Jamaicans do not eat well. We don't.
Yes.
Between that and then you have like corned beef. That's not good
Oh,
for you.
I love
That's
corned
not good
beef.
for you.
I love corn, but we eat it like every other
That's
Sunday.
what I'm saying though. But it's not good for us. It
I
really
know,
isn't.
I know, like
Or we'll use like evaporated milk or whatever. That ain't good for you either.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? But we do these things as Jamaicans and it's
Mm-hmm.
like,
Mm-hmm.
it's what you're
Mm-hmm.
told to do.
Mm-hmm.
But this is
Mm-hmm.
not good for you. Or
Mm-hmm.
like when I say porridge, I mean like cornmeal porridge.
Oh yeah,
That ain't good for you either,
I
but
no longer drink porridge because she used to make it. Yeah, she
because
did.
it's the Jamaican thing to do.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
like it.
See the
I
corned
don't
beef
like it.
the way how she puts tomato in it, right?
Yeah, no, 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 no.
Yeah
Like
she
you
put
slice it up. You don't just eat it as like so.
yeah no
You
no no no
slice it
no.
up. That's what you do.
You put no she puts tomato to down the salt, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
yeah
yeah.
actually so
To
like
cut, yeah,
tomato
to cut
sauce
this,
yeah
yeah.
salt so like yeah that's
But
the
still, like that's
yeah.
the thing too. Like even my mom, like she started because I guess she just kind of felt like having the I think it's the mackerel, the salted one, like the really
Mhm, mhm.
like overly salted one. My mom had to like give it off to other people because she
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah,
eat
yeah,
that because
yeah.
of her heart stuff. She couldn't eat it.
Mhm.
And that's what we do though. Ackee and saltfish, same thing. That's really not that good for you, but
Yes.
it's the Jamaican staple.
Yeah. No, we don't.
Oxtail,
Yeah.
not good for you.
Yeah. We don't.
But
Yeah. Yeah. We don't. Like I said, we don't eat that every single day.
no, no.
It's just like a treat every Sunday. But like, if it's like leftovers, I'll try to eat it for dinner. You know, here
Yeah.
and there. So like, but otherwise than that,
Yeah,
yeah,
no, we
it's
don't.
not. It's not. Yeah, it's not good for. Go ahead.
No,
It's
it's
not.
not good for you. And that's how we do things here
Yeah.
in Jamaica is it's
Yeah.
how you eat. And
Yeah.
like even like again, like oxtail is a
Mhm.
staple.
Mhm.
It's so not good for you, and you really don't realize how
Mhm.
good it is not for you. Because that's when when I realized I had a gallstone and I had an attack. It was after eating oxtail because really high fat foods and oily foods
Mhm.
trigger a gallstone attack.
Mm.
And I had just had oxtail and it triggered an attack. And I woke up like in the middle of the night, like again, feel like you're dying. And
Mhm.
it felt similar to like a kidney stone attack, but I was like, but they're saying a kidney stone attack. I don't know what this is, but this isn't it. And that's when I found out that I had that. And when I talked to my surgeon, who
Mhm.
did surgery, and he asked me, "What did you eat prior to having the attack?" And I told him, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that would have done it." And I'm like, "Really?" I'm like,
Mm.
"Oh yeah, because it's really freaking oily. That's why." So
What?
it's naturally oily.
Okay.
So
So like, it just it doesn't depend how you make it, or does it just is it just naturally oil?
I think oxtail is naturally oily, but like I try to think of how I think I got oxtail on the
Like,
street that time.
mhm.
So they would have cooked it on the stove top most likely.
Yeah, see, a lot of people like I usually get it from my mom. My mom makes it probably different than anybody like out on
Different
the
how.
street. She doesn't make it too oily. She doesn't make it too, too salty and too, like it's different. Like when I taste the ones on the street, it's different versus the one my mom makes,
Oh
right?
yeah,
So
well
like,
homemade oxtail is always going to taste different
mm,
than what you're getting
mm,
on the street. If
yeah,
anything, probably the biggest culprit is
mm,
MSG.
mm,
That's probably the biggest culprit, which is also like that's very salty.
mm,
But MSG is most likely the biggest culprit for oxtail out on the street because Jamaicans cook with MSG too, y'all. So that's probably like the biggest thing. Like my grandma used to cook with MSG like all the time. But
mm,
let me tell you, her oxtail tastes good, but she stopped she stopped cooking with MSG. And yeah, the homemade oxtail always tastes so much better, but oxtail is, I think, a very naturally oily meat.
yeah,
So even if like you're not noticing it, because again, like you're not even really noticing the fact that it's really oily
mhm,
until you have my situation and you're just like, oh,
mm,
okay, like
yeah,
great. And you're waking up in the middle of the night having to go in to the hospital and popping a Percocet, and that's not even working. The Percocet didn't even help because I had Percocet for when I had the kidney stone attack. And like I think I still have them actually, but they're just nowhere in sight because I don't use them. And um I took a Percocet because I'm like I'm in so much pain, like the Tylenol, the Advil, nothing is helping. So I took a Percocet and I'm like, it's not helping. This so bad,
mm,
so painful, all because I ate some oxtail the night before.
yeah,
Was not good.
yeah, yeah. Just no, I don't. Like though. It's only I only ate oxtail outside twice in my life, and I'm
Really?
yes, twice.
Hmm.
That's it. I know. It's all been homemade, and
Okay.
the one that I did was similar. It came close, but it wasn't close enough to my mom. So like, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So no, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think in that case then I'm assuming then you're probably not even eating oxtail that often because oxtail's friggin' expensive.
Yes, we don't eat
My
outside.
mom just bought oxtail for the first time in like a year and cooked it. Like we actually just
Yeah,
had we had oxtail and curry goat this
I
today.
yeah,
So
I took it like two two or four times this year. This year we ate it like 2 or 4 times. She made it like 2 or 4 times this year.
yeah.
That's basically it.
Yeah. I don't even really eat oxtail out because like
Mhm.
we would go to like a barrel pepper pot that's in Ajax. I think
Mm,
there's one in Pickering too. And we would eat there, but like the quality of the oxtail wasn't very good.
mhm,
And then we went on to this other place called Yardies, which is in Pickering, and their food was good. But the last time we had
mm,
their oxtail, it was not really good quality.
mhm.
And we just kind of stopped with eating oxtail outside, which is probably
Yeah, the
good
best.
for
Yeah.
me too. Because even though like obviously I can eat normally after that,
Mhm,
um I still have to be careful what I eat, which sometimes I'm
mhm,
not. But you still have
mhm,
to be careful of what you eat
mhm.
because your liver is working overtime to do what your gallbladder was doing.
Yeah.
So you still have to be careful. But yeah, like we had oxtail today, which I couldn't even really eat much of it because, like, again, the quality of oxtail these days has not been good. It has nothing to
Yes.
do with my mom, but because the curry goat tastes really good. So that's pretty much what I ate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. My mom my mom makes um she sometimes makes curry gold sometimes as well.
curry goat is good,
But
man.
yeah, it's good. It is good. Yeah, I can tell you that. But yeah, no, like yeah, yeah. So
We eat
yeah,
good in
that's
Jamaica,
better.
let me tell you.
Yeah, I know, I know. Yeah, we had to stay away from the salt, the sugar.
Well, you don't,
that's the
here's the thing.
problem.
Yeah, stay away from the sugar, but don't stay away from salt. Don't eliminate salt entirely. Salt is still important for heart health.
Yes, a little. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Not don't overdo it, but
yeah,
just
don't overdo it, but like
hmm hmm
don't eliminate the salt because
hmm
there was a point in time where we were all told salt is bad for you. Eliminate the
hmm
salt when you shouldn't really be eliminating the salt. So,
hmm hmm yeah.
but anyways,
And so yeah, yeah. So yeah, just eat healthy, and that's what the this article was basically about. I know we kind of
we went
went
on a tangent.
on a tangent returns like COVID vaccines, and then uh
Jamaican food.
and Jamaican food and etc. All that stuff. But yeah, just just eat healthy, do your research on a lot of these things, and or begin your diet journey, and make sure make sure you also talk to your doctor about it as well. Like your doctor knows a lot, right? Don't be listening to these like influencers from YouTube or all these stuff or RFK, whatever his name
Oh my
is.
God.
Don't listen to him. You know, um,
If your benefits allowed you to see a dietitian
that too.
or a nutritionist, but dietitians are good. Yeah, I
Yeah,
see a
yeah,
dietitian.
just like this 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 person in the article. She it said that this person was a licensed dietitian. So
Hmm.
yeah. So just like I said, just do your research and talk to your doctor. All right. Okay. This ends this episode of the Next Tape podcast. Oh my God, 158. The Next Tape podcast is available now on all podcast platforms. We also have a website called Tanika,
NexttakePodcast.podpage.io.
and
Facebook and Instagram at Next Take Podcast, and Twitter, TikTok, and Blue Sky at Next Take Pod.
that's where we're at. And you can contact our email at mikeltanyka@gmail.com. That's mikeltanyka@gmail.com. So yeah, um basically you had a three topic episode.
Yeah.
Um
Talked about the teacher union in Alberta.
mhm,
Talked about the the lender situation with the violations that they did.
mhm,
And then we talked about the blue bin program changing in Ontario
mhm,
coming in January.
mhm. And then you had a bonus topic. We talked about like the five top cold cereals brands that is best for diabetes. So yeah. Um yeah, that's basically it. Anything else you want to say, Tanika?
No, that's it.
Okay. All right. I'm Mikal, and
And I'm Tanika.
we're out until
Thursday.
Thursday. Peace, guys.
Bye.